Hello and welcome. This is Method for Love, and I have some messages that I have done through automatic writing of whatever just came through. I did not pull any cards yet. I just sat down and whatever came through me, I just wrote down, and so I'm going to read them, and then if I have enough time and if the video is not too long, I'm going to pull some Angel Wisdom Tarot. Just a mini reading at the end. So I'm just going to go ahead and start. So, find humor in painful or difficult situations. Being able to lighten the load or heaviness from yourself while transmuting important key factor feelings. Being able to feel through them without pushing them down or identifying with them. Purely letting go. Ecstatic dance or other modalities to use as a tool for healthy release. Make it meaningful. Befriend your mind and your intuition. Trust yourself to move like water without drowning in someone else's energy. Cater to your own needs, self-regulation with breath and focus. You are used to the chaos outside of yourself, so you have built a stable foundation of peace within, or you are practicing this. Celebrate how far you have come. And then I got 10-10, which came through as taking leadership and accomplishing things that you never thought you would even get through. Maybe it was traumatic. There's a lot of, like it said before, chaos, or there was just certain things that in the moment you were doing the best you could, and in the long run you are surprised and proud of yourself for getting through. 222 partnerships. There is guides with you, and you're not alone. As well as, I keep on thinking of the Lover's card, but that could mean bringing in different types of love into your field. It doesn't have to be romantic. Okay, so someone is witnessing a lack of integrity in someone else or even yourself. Maybe there is a need to face something within, or in the other person, maybe they can't face themselves. Being too honest about their opinion, but not able to even accept the truth of their own actions, not able to take responsibility for how they are behaving. It is not your job to fix. You are to observe and not absorb. Walk away if you have to, but you will see that if you engage, they will not be able to fully see you, because they are too busy defending themselves, thinking they're right, and instead of seeing their mistakes, they rather cover it up with blame. Or this is something that you're seeing within yourself, and it's a harsh reality, but you're seeing it so that you could rise above it and transform. Some people are not here to evolve. They are just living examples of what happens if you don't. That was a quote that came to me that I have heard before, that flowed through because it's very true. Not everyone is going to change and shift out of their patterns because they're stuck in their ways and their loops, and it's a harsh reality to face, but they are the examples of what not to do or how you don't want to be in this lifetime, and you're using them as a starting point or a shifting point to move out of that type of energy. having integrity for yourself enough to even think of others' feelings and to care and have compassion. You are seeing the contrasts in situations and learning how to see without judgment. Seeing how you are not better than anybody and being humbled through coherent choosing to up-level in mending parts of yourself to evolve. Yeah, because sometimes there is a period of in someone's journey where they feel like they are better than, or they are saying, oh, well, I'm evolved and you're not evolving, or I'm better than you, and that's not the case. We are all human. We're all on the path, and we're on different levels, and to respect each other and but to be thankful and have gratitude for where you are, but to not lower anybody or think negatively or judge others for where they are on their path, but to just be that gentle guide of showing people where you are and how you want to be treated, and that's all that you could really do and ask for. So this realization is very heartbreaking, of like how some people are not here to evolve and they will stay in their patterns. So it's heartbreaking at times, but it is necessary to truly see, so you can choose higher, so that you could, or don't treat others like this because you have witnessed it on how it feels in a personal way, and you rather be above the selfishness or like inhumane meanness of how to treat somebody. It shows you a path of consciousness and consideration for others' feelings, choosing to not flow into a painful situation and walking away to care about yourself and your well-being. Choosing compassion over anger and healing the distress that could have been caused by letting emotions get the better of you is serious growth. You are planting the seeds of your future. It is better to mend the bond rather than burn the bridge in some situations that call for healing, but is the opposite when dealing with someone who is doing this to you and letting their emotions compress them and act without integrity for themselves and others. Also, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself in a loving way, or the ones you love if somebody is putting them down. You are a vibrant soul and a source of living water. Plant seeds of how you wish to be and how to show up as for future endeavors. The fire is showing you something that is within, and it is here for you to see what is ready to be seen, so that you can understand deeper aspects of yourself in wholeness. You have the entire spectrum of light through shadow within. You have seen bits and pieces reflected back at you. This is not bad or doesn't make you a bad person. It is showing you the completeness of your humanity, the union of polarity, and how it all can exist within in harmony. You are being asked to face everything without losing your individual identity in others, even when you may see aspects of yourself in them. These aspects may even be things that are painful or uncomfortable to hold. You are walking through a hallway of consciousness that has the ability to destroy or build you up. The key is to integrate it all for transformation. And that's all I have for the written part, and I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards. And there is a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and just simply read them. So there is something that you are not seeing because you're focused on, hang on. You're failing to realize something that's in front of you because a lot is happening all at once. And you're in a restless state of seeking more than you could chew at this time. There's a need to let go and leave home, but that also could be like leaving a situation that feels like home, or something that is within that is really hard to face. It is definitely within, because you also got the Hermit card, which is retrospection of your inner worlds. Meditate and be in a quiet situation. Okay, so there's a lot going on, and you have a lot of thoughts. And you have to look outside of yourself to see the big picture, to release the emotional bond that you have with this situation. You are being guided, and you're not alone. You have help. There are people around that love you and show you that they are there and that they care. And on the other side of this place where you are just now, or have been for a while, stay focused. And there is something that is on the other side of this madness or this confusion. And there is tension building up. And to just be mindful and to call in all of the energy to help you, like call in love or mindfulness in every situation, and protection, and even call in specific guidance of what you want to happen in each day. And there is a joyous outcome at the end of the tunnel, or to see the good in every. There's a silver lining. You just have to be awakened to see it. It's right in front of you, but maybe you're thinking of the negative, instead of seeing all of the positives around you. And so you're being asked to really open your eyes and see in a different way. There is gold around you, and to really practice your alchemy of within, as different archetypes to be chosen. What do you want to show up as? Be passionate, confident in yourself and your abilities to really shine your light. And the things that seem big will soon fall away, and you will see that they weren't so big at all. But it was just you and your focus on them that was pulling them out of proportion and making them larger than life, but that's not what it was. And to stop overthinking, because that might call in those situations, because when you put your focus on something, you call in that to really relieve yourself of the negativity, but also to take responsibility of how your actions are affecting other people, and to take heed and the lead of where you want to go. There is something that's happening swiftly, or you're coming into it, and to really trust your instincts and your intuition, because it won't steer you wrong, and to see it from a higher perspective. I don't know if I said that, but there is good all around you, and you're coming into pieces of yourself that you haven't seen before, and lighting up the room. Maybe you're sensing more than you have ever, or you're coming into more like deeper awarenesses or new patterns of how you're thinking that you haven't seen before. But there is an excitement that is, maybe you've turned your fear around into excitement, because fear and excitement are on the same spectrum. You just have to rise out of the fear to see and feel into the excitement, and to choose better. Or maybe before you were scared to do something, but there's momentum that is pushing you into accomplishing a task that you have been putting off or procrastinating against, and that it is going to be joyful. And to choose joy even when you don't feel happiness, because it will change the trajectory of the day, and to always be grateful and thankful, because that will definitely shift you into another paradigm. But try to get out of the assumption that, or the what ifs, that everything is going to pile up on top of you or be heavy. Like the expectation of the negative, that is not what's happening, and to get out of that viewpoint. And all of this will happen faster than you think. And to just relax and be in each moment, because you're too futuristically thinking, which is bringing anxiety. And to come back to center, to raise a glass and release the armor of being afraid of what's coming in, and to just embrace life, because it's happening for you. And something with travel, because I saw a plane in my third eye, or somebody's coming to visit and you're nervous about it. Somebody's getting married, or there's a big event happening or going to happen, and you have so much to do and plan. But to just try to stay present and write a lot of notes, and put time blocks of focus on, and then also disconnect your like, don't be so reachable to where you're constantly trying to cater to other people all the time. Like, shut your phone off, or have a set time of when you're going to answer emails. And if it's too late, don't do it, because there's an appropriate time, and there's a time for rest and for you to reset for the day, and to keep work out of your relaxation time. Give yourself boundaries and respect. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. And I am thankful if you have watched this far. And I'm appreciative of you. And I will see you another day. Bye.